At Canterlot Academy, school was back in session for a new semester. In the hallway, the girls and Spike noticed several of the students were gathering around the corkboard outside the theatre classroom. "What's going on?" Fluttershy wondered. Rainbow pulled over a girl named Daisy and asked, "Hey, Daisy, what's going on over there? You haven't heard?" Daisy asked. "Ms. Shaw's has just announced the casting for our school's performance of Peter Pan." "What?" The girls gasped as they followed the girls, with Spike catching up to them. When they stopped outside the classroom, they piled their way through the students. Make way," Rainbow ordered, until they finally got to the front and saw the casting list. Rarity gasped, "Girls, we're all in it." "Oh, who am I?" Pinky looked for her name and found, "I'm Michael." Twilight discovered her name. "I'm apparently John." "What do you know?" "I'm Tiger Lily," Applejack noticed. Sunset, it looks like you and I will be playing the role of Mr. and Mrs. Darling," Rarity noticed. "Well, not a bad role," Sunset admitted. Rainbow spotted Fluttershy's name. "Hey, Fluttershy, looks like you'll be dressing up as both Nana the dog and the crocodile." Fluttershy saw she was right. "Oh good, I don't have to have my face seen by the crowd." Spike saw Rainbow's name. "Rainbow, you're not going to believe this." "What?" Rainbow asked, until they saw who she was cast as, Peter Pan. They gasped. Rainbow's eyes lightened up. "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I can't believe it." She cheered in excitement. Trixie spoke up. "This is an outrage. It should be moi who gets to be the lead role." Spike spoke, "Actually, Trixie, your role here looks just as good." Trixie looked and spotted her name right under the character Captain Hook. "I am Hook. Doesn't surprise me," Rainbow whispered to the girls, who giggled. Trixie sported a grin. "Yes, then I shall be the best pirate captain I can be. For I am the great and powerful Trixie." She was cut off as the girls stormed around her to look for their names. Spike finally looked closer and spotted his name. "This can't be." "What?" Sunset asked. As the girls looked at where Spike's name was, Spike answered, "I'm Wendy Barling." "What?" the student body gasped. Spike looked at his closest friends, who were confused, until Rainbow burst into laughter. She fell to the floor laughing her guts out, while Spike scowled. "Are you done yet?" "Not yet," Rainbow answered, before she continued to laugh herself silly. She noticed the girls glaring at her. Before speaking, "Okay, I'm done," Spike spoke. "This isn't what I was hoping, I know. You'd think they cast you as one of the male leads in this whole play," Pinky added. "Well, it was Ms. Shaw's choice," Rarity noted. Spike rolled his eyes. Until Fluttershy comforted him. "It's not so bad, Spike. At least you're one of the main leads." "Yeah, you're right," Spike admitted. Later that day, the class was in the classroom of their drama teacher Sapphire Shaw's. The beautiful and sassy woman spoke up. "Now class, I'm sure you've all read the casting list for our upcoming performance of Peter Pan." "Yes, madam," the students answered. "Now for the next few classes, we'll be taking this opportunity to rehearse and get everyone familiar with the layout and equipment on the stage." She continued to explain. "But feel free to continue to use the theatre after school hours to rehearse on your own time. Any questions?" Spike raised his hand. "Yes, Spike. Forgive me for questioning your choice in casting. But why make the only boy in this whole school a female?" Spike inquired, while the entire class was just as curious as he was. Sapphire answered, "Well, Spike, since these girls have been playing male roles in our school plays for a long time now, I feel it's best the first boy here realizes just what they had to do." "I see," Spike answered dryly, before rolling his eyes. "And to help me out, I brought in one of the college students from the university to help us out," Sapphire began. As the door opened and stepping in was a college-aged girl. She had morning glory, blue eyes, long black hair with 3 white streaks in them. Her outfit included brown slip-on shoes, pink slacks, and a tan shirt with the 2 drama masks on it. "Everyone, meet Muse," the college girl greeted them. "I'm glad to be working alongside all of you for this production." Sapphire spoke. "Well, girls and boy, let's get to work." The students cheered. So throughout the class, every student was given a script to study their lines each. They read their lines as if they were reading the story instead of acting it out for now. At the end of class, the students left with Spike walking beside his friends. "Well, for the first day I think it went very well." Rarity spoke up. "I'm just glad I didn't have to change my voice to a girl's for our reading of it," Spike said in relief. Twilight spoke. "Well, you're going to have to eventually," Spike. "So if I were you, I'd get started on working on your best female voice." Rainbow nudged him, while fighting back a laugh. Spike scowled. Well, good luck to you too. After all, you got all the bigger lines. Piece of cake, Rainbow replied. Ooh, speaking of cake, let's go get some, Pinky cheered, as the group laughed and continued on. That night at the dorm, Spike was talking to Discord on his cell and could hear him laugh over the phone. You got cast to play a girl? Yak it up, Discord, Spike warned him. Sorry, but man, good luck with trying to pull off the girl's look. Thanks, I think. I may just have to come see it myself. If you do, don't embarrass me, Spike pleaded. Don't worry, I won't, he replied. Are you crossing your fingers? Spike asked suspiciously. No. Of course not, but in reality he really was. Well, I'll talk to you later, See you around, bye, Discord, and Spike hung up. Spike looked at a mirror on his desk, looking at his reflection before trying out one of his lines in a feminine voice. Boy, why are you crying? He shook his head, thinking it still sounded a bit too masculine. He spoke with a bit more high tone in his voice. Boy, why are you crying? He shuddered, thinking it was a bit too high pitch. I'm really gonna need some work. The very next day during theatre class, everyone was busy performing their lines, making sure to get the right voice for their characters. Spike and the girls were watching Rainbow say some of her lines with Spike. I ran away from home when I was little. Rainbow began acting in her best Peter Pan voice. Why? Spike asked, putting on his best girl voice. Rainbow continued, because I overheard my mother and father discussing what I was to be when I became a man. I want to always be a little boy and to have fun. So I ran away and lived among the fairies. The girls clapped. Splendid, you two, splendid. Rarity complimented them. Splendid indeed, Sapphire says, as she and Muse were monitoring. Muse spoke up, though a little bit more feminine. Spike, almost there. Right, Spike confirmed. Rainbow, you got the voice down, so keep that up. Muse added, you got it. Rainbow gave a thumbs up. Sapphire spoke up, and that goes for everyone else. Yes, Ms. Shaw's, the students answered. When the bell rang, the students gathered their things and left. As the group walked through the hall, Rainbow spoke. I can't wait till we get started on using the wire to make us fly. Let's hope whoever operates the wires knows what they're doing, Spike said in worry. Don't worry, Spike. Ms. Shaw's will be sure to choose the best stage crew out of everyone, Twilight assured him. And once we got all the acting and stage work out of the way, it'll be my favorite part, costumes and makeup. Rarity beamed, while Rainbow and Applejack rolled their eyes. Rarity turned to Spike. And you, Spike, are going to need a lot of work if you're to look like a real girl. Tell me about it, Spike answered. Fortunately, that's what I'm here for, Rarity said, linking her arm with his. Thanks, Spike said, as he felt Rarity walk closer to him, while the girls looked jealous of her. As the days went by, the students had continued practicing their lines. While moving up from acting it out on stage, while they were acting, most of the stage crew had been building and painting the props for every scene in the play. When they started working with wires on Rainbow, Spike, Twilight, and Pinky, they were each raised up to a certain level slowly. How's it looking up there, guys? One of the stage crew asked, as they held the four above the stage. All good, Rainbow confirmed. This is fun, Pinky beamed. Just try not to move around, Pinky, Twilight warned her. You okay, Spike? Rainbow asked. Couldn't be better, Spike answered as he looked down. As long as we don't go up any higher. Oh, you can't tell me you're afraid of heights? Rainbow asked rhetorically. No, I'm just a little uncomfortable about hanging by a wire high above solid ground, Spike retorted. Just try not to look down or think about how high you are, Spike. Twilight comforted him. Twilight's right. We'll just tackle this together, one little baby step at a time, Pinky added. Really? Really? Rainbow nodded. Okay, that makes me feel so much better, Spike sighed in relief. Soon enough they were lowered to the ground and were unhooked by the wire. When the bell rang, everyone was dismissed. Spike decided to hang around the school for a bit before heading to the dorm. When he spotted Trixie by a bench outside looking over her lines, he walked up to her and spoke. Trixie. The girl turned and saw him. Spike, you're just the person I was looking for. Why's that? Tell me what you think of this. She cleared her throat and spoke like a pirate. Peter Pan threw me hand to a crocodile that happened to be passing by, and that croc liked the taste of me hand so much. He's followed me ever since, from land to land, from sea to sea. He follows the ship, licking his lips for the rest of me. Spike smiled and clapped. Not bad at all. You got the voice down right. Thank you, and I cannot wait before the big night. I've been practicing like crazy after school hours, Trixie explained. So have I and everyone else, Spike noted. Right, so how is your part coming? Trixie inquired. Well, I finally got the voice down, Spike admitted. Really? Can I hear it? Trixie requested. Well, okay, Spike said, as he looked through his script copy and chose a particular line. You won't forget to come for me, Peter. Please, please don't forget. He spoke in his perfect female voice. Trixie gasped. Spike, if I didn't know you any better, I'd say you were a girl in disguise. You think so? He asked, feeling a bit flustered. I know so. Trixie confirmed. Thanks. Well, I better get going. See you tomorrow. Spike walked off. Bye, Spike, Trixie said, as she watched him while smiling. 5 days later, it was time. Everyone was getting into costume and makeup, while most of the girls were helping each other. Rarity and Muse were both helping Spike. The boy was sitting in a chair before a mirror at a makeup desk. Rarity watched, as Muse was behind Spike, who had 4 strings taped to the sides of his eyes. Is this gonna hurt, Muse? Spike asked in worry. Don't worry, Spike, just relax, she answered. Are you sure? Just remember this little tidbit. Pain is beauty. All right, this is it. Instant eye lift. Muse pulled the strings back a bit, making Spike's eyes lift a bit. Hey, that didn't hurt at all, Spike admitted. Rarity spoke, and the strings will be hidden under the wig. Okay, next up is makeup. Try not to use too much or I might have an allergic reaction, Spike replied. Are you really allergic? Muse asked. No, but sometimes I fear I might develop one. Well, don't worry, we'll only use a bit. Rarity began as she got some concealer out. Okay, Spike, here we go. She started applying some. After Spike was given a bit of makeup, he was given his costume courtesy of Rarity. After Spike got changed behind a screen, he stepped out dressed in slippers, a girl's nightgown, and was wearing a brunette wig. Rarity, Sapphire and Muse looked at him in awe as Spike asked, Are we close? Sapphire answered, Any closer and you'd be me at your age. She, Rarity and Muse let out fangirl squeals at a job well done, while Spike looked at himself in the mirror and was also impressed by their work. Twilight and the rest of the Rainbooms entered, as Rainbow asked, Hey, what's going on? They stopped and saw Spike. Spike, Twilight asked. Spike spoke in his Wendy voice. Hi, girls. Woo-wee, Spike. You look just as fine as Sunshine. Applejack smiled. You look so cute, Fluttershy added. I almost didn't recognize you, Sunset admitted. Rarity, you outdid yourself, Pinky said. Thanks. And Rainbow, how does your costume fit? Rarity asked. It fits good, especially for tights, she answered. All the costumes look wonderful. Rarity, well done. Sapphire congratulated her. Thank you, Ms. Shores. Rarity smiled. Now then, everyone keep practicing. We open in a week. Sapphire instructed. Yes, Ms. Shores, they answered. That night at the dorms, after Spike finished his dinner, he got a text from Rainbow to meet her in her room. He thought to himself, is she looking to have another round from last time? I mean, it's been 2 weeks. He decided to take a chance and left his room to go to Rainbow's. He knocked on the door and heard Rainbow from inside. Come in. Spike opened the door and saw Rainbow Dash wearing her Peter Pan costume. He closed the door and spoke. Rainbow Dash. Hey Spike, how do you like the costume? She showed it off. It's definitely you, Spike admitted. Thanks. So did you bring me in here just to show off your outfit? Spike asked, while crossing his arms. Actually, I wanted to do this one scene since it has the both of us in it. Which scene? The crowing song in the Darling Nursery, she answered. Oh, well, okay, I'd like to see how you sing, he admitted while taking a seat. Rainbow made some space so she could move around a bit. She turned on her radio that played the music for the song she was meant to sing in the play. I got a crow, Rainbow began, as she continued to sing the song while dancing. As she sang and danced, Spike watched in enjoyment knowing Rainbow had the vocals down for the part. I gotta let go, and crow. She made some crowing sounds for the finale until the music stopped. Spike applauded. Awesome, Rainbow Dash, that was awesome. That's because I am awesome, Rainbow smirked. And I'll tell you this as well, Spike continued. I like the way those tights are on you. Rainbow looked flustered but looked away. Oh, go on, Spike replied. Seriously, they look good on you. Rainbow looked back and smirked. Well, thanks. So you want to stick around and practice some scenes with me? Sure, I got the time, Spike admitted, as the two practiced their lines together. Soon a week had passed and it was the night of the premiere. Many people had showed up, ranging from students at the school, the faculty, kids and parents in town, and even some of the students' families. Principal Celestia stood on stage and spoke into the mic. Thank you all for coming. First off, I'd like to thank Ms. Sapphire Shores, our Academy drama teacher, and Ms. Muse from the university to help put this together. And now, without further ado, we may begin. The crowd applauded as the curtain opened up, revealing the darling nursery with Spike, Twilight, and Pinky acting out their characters' lines. While Fluttershy, who was dressed in a full dog costume, was on all fours walking around the stage. In the crowd, each of the girls' families smiled, seeing how great their children were acting. While Discord, who attended like he said, was filming the whole thing for future generations. Actually, just filming it to see Spike in drag. When Rainbow entered the scene, the crowd was excited to see the titular character, especially her parents and Scutolo. As the play progressed, the crowd enjoyed the interaction between Spike and Rainbow's characters, all leading up to the end of Act 1. As Act 2 began, Rainbow, Spike, Twilight, and Pinky waited backstage until they would be needed. They watched Trixie as Hook with Sonata as Smee, and several other girls acting as the pirate crew were performing their musical number. Trixie was really getting into her part as she sang. Suddenly, the sound of a ticking clock was heard, and Trixie, acting the part, started panicking. Smee, Smee, Trixie cried. What is it, Captain? Sonata asked, acting as well. The croc, I can hear it, Smee, Trixie cried as the crew walked off stage. Trixie and Sonata looked down as Fluttershy, now dressed in her crocodile costume, was crawling on the stage at them. Trixie and Sonata backed away until they were off stage, while Fluttershy crawled off the stage. With every passing scene, the students continued to wow the audience with their acting and singing. Until it was leading up to the battle between Peter Pan and Hook. Rainbow stood on some stairs of the ship set, looking down at Trixie. This man is mine, she declared. Trixie spoke. Pan, prepare to meet thy doom. Have at thee, Rainbow declared, as she and Trixie started swordplay using their plastic swords. Until it came down to the end of the battle, where Trixie stood on the fake plank. Pan, no words of mine can express my contempt for you, she said her final lines, before walking off the fake plank and landing behind the ship prop, while Fluttershy in the crocodile costume followed her. With the victory over the pirates, Applejack as Tiger Lily announced to the group playing the Lost Boys and the Indians, Peter Pan is the sun and the moon and the stars. They cheered. Peter Pan is the love of delight. They cheered again. Peter Pan is the bravest and strongest of all boys. The group let out a final loud cheer. The scene progressed until it was the final scene where Rainbow Dash stood back in the old nursery with Lyra playing Wendy's daughter Jane. Rainbow sang, "Come with me, where dreams are born, and time is never planned. Just think of lovely things, and your heart will fly on wings, forever, in Never Never Land." Rainbow and Lyra were hoisted up by wire off screen, while Spike, now acting as an older Wendy darling, waved goodbye. The curtain closed as the crowds cheered, applauded and whistled. Suddenly the curtains opened up, revealing the entire cast standing side by side taking a bow. After the events, the entire cast, crew, Sapphire Shores and Muse were gathered in the theatre classroom, having a well-earned meal. Sapphire raised her glass. "A job well done, everyone. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and you should all be proud of yourselves, just as we are," Muse added. The girls toasted with them as they had their drinks. Twilight looked over at Spike, who was out of costume but still wearing his wig. "Spike, why are you still wearing that?" He shrugged. "I don't know, it looks good." The girls laughed and continued to party. Author's note: I hope you enjoyed this one. It was in honor of my fave version done by Mary Martin and more recently Alison Williams. The character Muse is owned by me. See you all next time.「